a wild and crazy game 1 of Popo's Pecking Order versus Said Nudes. General Dill back at it with your boy, OP.
Hey.
OP. And Jirachi hiding in the background, occasionally pops out here and there. And so, exactly my point. And so, make sure if you have even if you have voted, go make sure that you vote in the poll that I reposted. That is the poll we will, in fact, be using for our Game 1 MVP. I, of course, have to give it to my boy Zawarudo. He was the unofficial 5th member of Big Anime Titties that no one remembered existed. So, follow it up for
Making
my
a
boy.
name for himself this time around, though. Making a name for himself. Gets the pentakill.
It's because he doesn't have amazing players around him like us to support him. So he can actually pop off and
Steal the
carry.
limelight, yeah.
And so, looks like
we can call the... I'm going to say we can call the poll here.
Alright.
And it looks like, according to the official poll results, Zawarudo is the MVP with
7-5. Barely edging out Rob as the MVP, who had 6 votes, right in between Zawarudo and Menbung. So congratulations, Zawarudo, Game 1 MVP. Is there a lobby that no one invited me to for Game 2?
I don't know, probably. Well, if you guys look, though, technically in the poll, Rob is losing to Zawarudo by 1. So, I'm just saying, the poll results don't lie.
Please don't be a troll and vote for ADC. Those are never MVP. Thank you, Perpetual Tilt.
Bump.
Alrighty. Derm
I need to stop trying to type commands in Twitch chat.
It's clearly not working out too well for you.
It's all rigged like the mystery skin giveaways. I agree. Because I won a mystery skin once, and I paid Greg like $50 for that mystery skin.
Totally
worth it. Yes. I could have gone out and bought it myself for like $5, but I gave him $50, so I won the poll. Just how this works.
So hopefully we get Opie in this lobby that everyone else is in. Hansu is requesting roast on Rich.
Yay! I got an invite.
Well, as we clearly see by my French maid outfit, Rich, I obviously wear a better dress than you do.
I mean, did you see my recital dress, though?
I did, and it was very pretty, but I gotta roast you, so fuck you.
Okay.
Hey, I want to see this receipt
retreat.
that Rob donated the actual money that he was supposed to. I want to see a receipt. Need the proof. Need evidence.
Holy moly. Alrighty. Yes, apparently it's in the VOD. It has the donation.
Alright, okay. Well, if it's there, then we good. Everything. You missed everything.
So for those just joining us,
being on Big Anime Titties, that's what you did.
So for those just joining us, Big Anime Titties won Game 1 of Popo's Pecking Order versus Said Nudes. And here we are for game 2, getting ready to jump into our champion select as soon as our teams are ready. Your MVP was Zawarudo in the mid lane, his first ever MVP with big anime titties. I think he didn't earn a single MVP last season. I'm gonna check because I'm pretty sure he never won an MVP vote.
Whoa, Maya! What do you think you're doing?
I think his only chance was when I camped the ever-living shit out of Hiramar as Lee Sin forced Zed in the mid lane, and then we still lost. Hiramar still has flashbacks to this day. That is not.
Alright, looks like we're ready. Alright, so looks like we see that the Skarner is banned again. Draven. Now this time they take away the Sivir pick.
Ooh, interesting.
Interesting. Pick on Jabberman. Which, honestly, I still like it. Because Sivir is, like I said, a super strong utility AD carry who does tons of damage and is just a team enabler. You get to just run at them. Plus, you have a spell shield to kind of keep yourself safe. So I think Sivir is an insanely strong champion for like pre-made teams because you can do so much. And then the Warwick ban from Orboro. What happened?
Yeah, just trying to get those easy junglers out of the way, but I don't feel like the Sivir was really all that impactful compared to just Ahri getting into the backline and Menbunk being a great engage/disruption. But if they think it was an issue, then
I think the reasoning behind it is that their Family Man and Juice Me Daddy were arguably doing better in lane than Jabberman and Super Kami Guru. And Super Kami had some over-aggressive plays, and they made him pay for it. But still, the Sivir was able to still do a lot of damage late game with the bouncing blades and the boomerang, and was just able to enable the team so they just ran at Popos instead, and they couldn't do anything about it. So I don't think it's a bad takeaway, because now if you get that aggressive lane from Family Land and Juice Me Daddy, and they're able to capitalize, and then you don't have a champion like Sivir who is still useful in the late game even if you're super behind, then I think they can help steamroll that bot lane, and they can get more. It's more of advantageous to them.
So we see Brand banned out here by Popos pecking order, and unsurprisingly, Sen Nudes with the Morgana first pick. Morgana, a very prevalent champion in this league here, picked in nearly every game.
82% pick ban?
Direct correlation to Long Anime Schlong's victory. If they get Morgana, then they win. No one said, don't listen to me. So, counteracted by the immediate Xayah Rakan here for Jabberman, Kurtz, and Super Kami Guru now. Gonna get that strong bot lane, but while not the greatest into Morgana, Rakan easily shut down. Morgana Ezreal is your bot lane for Sen Nudes, and I think this is going to be very strong into the Xayah Rakan.
Yeah, Ezreal's a great champ versus Rakan because you just jump out of his knockup, and it's an easy way to try and get away from Rakan, just engage in general, because once Rakan's 6, you can ult and use your W in, but if you're Ezreal, you just blink away and it doesn't even matter. Plus, you have a Morgana to spell shield you anyway, so. And then you can trade back damage really easily with that Ezreal.
And Vladimir here as the pickup immediately answered by Cho, no hesitation. So Sinu's gonna get a Vladimir here, another flex pick here for the mid/top lane. Although, yeah, I'm not actually sure where in the heck that would go.
I honestly think that it's probably going to be for Juice Me Mommy, but let's see. Let's take a look at.
I think that's one of
Clinton's
Hillary
profile.
Clinton's limited champion performances. No, you know it's not. I think that has been.
I mean, it most certainly could be, but I think it's definitely going more towards Juice Me Mommy.
So now Cho'Gath here for Popo's pecking order. Easily a StarCraft pick. That's one of his top played champions. Gonna be getting that out for the top lane before it gets banned away again this time. It was banned. Oh yeah, it was replaced by a Sivir ban. So York banned away from Hillary Clinton in the top lane, and a Xin Zhao ban again away from Menbung. Menbung holding his picks and getting those second round bans. Wouldn't be surprised to see that final ban also go back. Same Amumu ban here from Specking Order. And
Ooh, and it's J4.
True,
Or
they
ban,
could
yeah,
ban away
Amumu.
J4. I believe they banned. Alright, there it is. There's the Jarvan, the fourth. Placing. Yeah, it was Trundle banned away in that slot, and then they immediately picked Trundle. So, pick your poison here. Trundle's gonna be the grab for Buffalo Spec.
I want to see something kind of crazy come out from Oboro. Like, I want to see like something like a Master Yi jungle. Just try and take over, because Master Yi can still shred through a Trundle really well. Maybe not. It's definitely probably going to lose early game, but yeah, once it gets to mid or late game, you can shred through a Trundle pretty easily with the on hit Master Yi build. So I would like to see, something out of the ordinary, maybe even a Kha'Zix or something to try and get an assassination, but being that there's two tanks, I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Sunday's taking an awfully long time with these picks. The Sunday's know it's their pick? Okay, they do, and they do pick Ornn.
To be fair, those negative count clock was going pretty fast.
So Sunday's gonna grab up Ornn here for his pick. Not really a Hillary Clinton styled champion, but maybe it's strong into Cho'Gath? I'm just confused, because that's a Juice Me Mommy champion.
Huh. Yeah, this... I don't even know.
Ornn mid, Vlad top?
Oh, it could be maybe an Ornn bot even. Or Ornn support, Morgana mid.
And so
Vladimir
I
in
hear
the
from
top lane?
Watt Topness, yeah. See, that's too obvious though, and it's not that's not a Hillary Clinton champion in my mind.
It's really not.
I mean, none of these are Hillary Clinton champions in my mind. I'm not sure where they're going with this. Maybe they do just throw the Ornn top and try it out, see what happens. Maybe it's good into Cho'Gath. I'm not really sure. I don't play Ornn because fuck that champion, he's stupid.
Well, to be fair, didn't Juice Me Daddy used to be like the premier Ornn player in the league?
Juice Me Daddy and Juice Me Mommy both play a ton.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be a support, taking a note out of Gert's book.
Very well could be.
Juice Me Mommy could play that Morgana mid. These are just my thoughts on that. We'll find out here in just a second as we go into game. But
Orianna here, the pickup for Zal Warudo. A little bit surprised in that he doesn't like playing Orianna. It's not an assassin, but gonna synergize well with that Rakan engage. Try to get a fight happening with that. Just explode the members of Sen Dudes. Come that team fighting stage. So we'll see how that turns out. This pecking order, definitely a better team fight composition now.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's a Morgana bot again, or support, just because looking at Juice Me Daddy's profile, looks like he's been playing that Morgana support.
mean, she is a super high tier support right now.
But you never know until it's all locked in and everything. We don't know.
That is true. Nothing is set in stone as of yet.
Literally never seen Hillary play Ornn. Yeah.
Draven out.
But I mean, I don't think it's not like it's too far off from a Scion pick, and Hillary used to play Scion.
It's just business.
Similar stuff. But I mean, yeah, with the team comp so far, what do you think of Dylan? What do you think it's coming out here? Like, how are Send Nudes going to be getting their first win of the season with this comp?
By beating the ever-living shit out of Popo's pecking order. So I mean, definitely again, we're going to back to this Popo's pecking order. Their team fights are so much easier to execute. They definitely have the composition to just start getting that Cho'Gath rolling on tankiness, having the Trundle there. And then the Xayah Rakan Orianna combo is just massive for clumping up a team and putting out damage. But Send Nudes does have, in theory, the stronger set of individual champions, so it's going to come down to their individual skill and picking apart PPO and trying to get stray away from those team fights and more into grabbing a few here at a time with the Morgana Fi. Very strong pick composition. So Send Nudes again has very strong potential to pull ahead early and roll with the win, but Popo's pecking order with the easier comp to execute.
Yeah, most definitely. I think Send Nudes actually have, because you have the Ori Rakan engage. So Rakan goes in with Ori Ball. You land the Rakan ult onto multiple players and the knockup, and then you have Orianna on top of that, and that should just shred the team. But, I mean, you have a Morgana Black Shield, you have Ezreal who can just jump right on out, you have Vlad who can just pool that, and then Ornn being, a beefy champion, can just tank that up. Vi is probably not going to be in the area for that. It's going to be more or less looking to try and dive onto Xayah or something. So it can be dodged that whole engage can be dodged pretty easily by Send Nudes, since it looks like that's what Popo's pecking order is essentially trying to do. They're trying to get that combo off and just wombo those fights. But yeah, Send Nudes definitely having the early game advantage, having arguably a stronger early game ganking jungler, and can have the pressure in the bot lane as well with the Ezreal Morgana poke.
You definitely can't rule out Trundle's early game ganks. With the press the attack gonna allow him to get off massive damage because of the auto reset from his chomp. He does have the pillar to help keep people in place on these ganks, so still a strong early game jungling from Trundle on those gank patterns, but I think individually the scaling is going to be better on Send Nudes. I mean, it goes both ways. You have the Ezreal Vladimir, who are going to be just tremendously big late game, plus the Morgana Soul Shackles and the Ornn ultimate, and now they're trolling on the side of Send Nudes. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? What'll it be? What'll it be? Where it stops, nobody knows.
I mean, they've got time, because what, we said 20 seconds is the lock-in?
Alright.
Okay, so
there it is.
I called it earlier with the Ornn support. Morgana mid. I mean, Ornn is a Juice Me Daddy signature champ, or what? Used to be. Used to play a ton of that, so taking a page out of Gert's book, because Gert used to be a super strong Ornn champion on the support.
So how come
I actually
Hillary Clinton isn't playing Scion?
Yeah.
Sciorn has a 100% win rate, and I will hear nothing of it, because all that matters is when Big Anime Titties plays it.
Correct.
We were 2-0 on
with
Sciorn.
Big Anime Titties, it is 100% win rate. We're gonna leave it at that statement.
So
But I actually like this better, to be honest. I think that the Vladimir will be able to put a little bit more pressure onto this Cho'Gath, and I think that's something they might need.
it's definitely going to make their picks more effective. If they can find a pick with the Morgana binding, because now it's going to hit like a fucking truck. And so that damage from Juice Me Mommy out of range, along with the Ezreal poke and Vladimir and Vi follow-up, their pick comp is more potent now into this team fighting composition of Popo's pecking order. However, you do have to realize it's going to be hard to really get through anybody other than early game Trundle, and then the Orianna and Rakan are pretty much your only options. Saya able to dodge out on most damage. Cho'Gath's probably just going to be so tanky that it won't even matter until Ezreal has that Blade of the King going and Vladimir has his Leander's Torment. But once all that's rolling, it'll be a lot easier for Send Dudes to just shred through this 8,000 health Cho'Gath that we'll inevitably see out of StarCraft.
Yeah, and I mean, StarCraft's done really well in that top lane. Just overall in keeping up with farm and putting down lots of pressure, so you get the Cho'Gath ahead a little bit, and then he can start making roams just with how huge he is, and, you know, get the Rift Herald, teleport in for dragons, and keep all that pressure up, especially having buff secure with the ultimate. You're going to be looking at a big issue with trying to have a Vlad, a Morgana, and an Ezreal shred through a Cho'Gath. So I think that's a place to try and look for. You've got a Vlad to put a lot of pressure there, and then you've got a Vi. So if you can try and get the Cho'Gath behind a little bit, that would definitely be beneficial for you.
We'll see if Ouroboros Watabanos can actually get that early pressure top lane that I wanted to see game 1 here. From the Udyr onto the Ornn. Ornn gonna be locked down by the Swain. Would have just an easy picking for the Udyr damage coming out with that incredibly strong Tiger stance, but unable to get any of that going. Hopefully we'll see him get into the top lane and just put StarCraft down. Like, somebody kill this man, please. I'm pretty sure he's one of the lower death counts in this league right now. Because he just plays massive, beefy champions and gets safely through the laning phase.
I mean, and that could be all it takes, is one successful gank to throw the whole lane on its head. Because you get that Cho'Gath behind, and then the Vlad can just try and sit on his face, essentially.
Just be Vladimir.
But I mean, yeah, it's all subjective, and it'll all be how it plays out, essentially. Because now Oboro has I don't want to say Udyr's not a super strong jungler, but you've got Vi with a dash that can make you blow a flash very easily. Versus Udyr just has to kind of run at you. And then if he gets on you and lands a stun, gonna do good damage, but Vi is so much easier to gank with.
Yeah, especially with Vi's recent changes to the cooldown on her Vault Breaker. Gonna be more effective at being mobile early, getting around. Once she has the Vault Breaker going in, she'll have it up much more quickly now.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Damn it.
Alright, so we got the 5-man stacks for both teams here. No invades coming up. Oh,
Classic Mastery spam.
classic.
I love doing it more when OB casts me because of Season 2.
Oh, that was just wonderful. I
Fuck
was so
you,
happy.
Tilted Torpedoes. Fuck you all.
This Sunday, it's going down, by the way.
Minions have spawned.
No holds barred. I'm playing
yeah.
Team OE to carry.
Long anime schlongs versus bareback double penetration on Sunday. Gonna be an exciting matchup. All BM is encouraged, so get the camera, mom, because I'm gonna be slapping OP silly.
Meme
You're
match
not
of the
wrong.
week is what it is. Mastery spams left and right, so if that's what you like to see, be there. Alright. Looks like Menbug on this Trundle is just taking his red buff currently.
Did he
Vi
get a
takes
leash
the
with
red
that?
buff and it's gonna go straight to blue. But there looks like there's gonna be a contest here from Menbug.
No, Vi actually opting to stop at the Wolves, which will delay her from beating Menbug. So Menbug not gonna get that jump onto Vi, but gonna start up the red buff. Did he smite? No, so he has a smite available. Both smites are available. Obora Watamatas is gonna walk into this. See it. Here it is, 680 health. Who's gonna get it?
Oh, the early smites!
Obora Watamatas with the early smite, but trading back on the Menbug. Men gonna get a huge damage. Flashing forward. Obora Watamatas flashing away. Oh, gonna get taken down by Menbug.
Oh, the
There's now
damage!
the collapse
Not
here.
quite.
Menbug low, but he has no flash, and Hillary Clinton is here. Although Hillary Clinton is only level 1, just gonna pick him up with 1 Q. Here's
Oh,
level
and in
2.
the bot lane!
It's
The
now
Ignite
Super coming
coming
through,
out.
trying to go in. He's low health, diving the tower. Family Man low with the Ignite ticking. Is Juicy Daddy gonna chase them away from this tower?
Wow.
All summoner spells burned by Popo's pecking order bot lane here, and only the summoner spells of Family Man taken out. As now Juicy Daddy gonna go in, missing the knockup combo. As damage is gonna get traded out onto Super Kamiguru, now a little bit low health. And it looks like lane priority may be going to send nudes here down in the bot lane.
Yeah, it looks like at that jungle, Menbug actually smited early and there was no smite coming in from Oboro there. Is what it looks like. I
Yeah,
just wanted
he
to
just
take a
picks
look
up
at
with
that, and
He picked
and
up
then,
with a basic attack.
yeah, Menbug picked it up with the empowered auto attack.
Salvardo now forced to flash away from an Oboro Watamatas gank in the mid lane. Because yeah, Oboro Watamatas still had his smite to smite the Grom to try to get health back here running away from Menbug.
Unfortunately, yeah, he smited the Gromp, but then the Gromp started attacking
Oh,
him.
going in here, Family Man gonna dodge out on the engage from Super Kamiguru now as Juicy Daddy gonna try to get back in with a counter engage. Just gonna force him out. Super Kamiguru now taking the mystic shots in the face.
Yeah,
back out
we
low.
gotta remember, Juice Me Daddy's got Flash and Ignite up still.
Menbug is here now though. He tries to get the pillar off, but Juice Me Daddy gonna get away. A note to remember though, Juice Me Daddy's pillar can get broken by the orange charge from Juice Me Daddy's. Did I say Juice Me Daddy's pillar?
Yeah.
Menbug's pillar. Menbug's pillar can be broken by Juice Me Daddy. His dash, when it hits champion created terrain, will destroy it. So something to remember on their way out and how that affects the team fighting here.
That can be really good for Juice Me Daddy, especially if they're getting chased down. Just go into that and then hopefully knock up Menbug to try and stop the engage. So maybe you're
And
able
taking
to
away
get
that
away.
pillar removes an obstruction and the slow force send nudes. So it will be really helpful for the team aspect. Salvardo gonna take a binding, a little bit of damage, but shield up, ready to go.
Juice Me Daddy just shopping there, upgrading to the Targon's brace there in the bot lane. Does have quite a lot of health right now. Oh, hits the knockup.
Gonna get that knock. Super Kamiguru gonna just dash away there to Jabberman Kurtz and then run away with his. Does that give him bonus move speed? No, it just looked like he was really fast. But he's gonna step forward. Juice Me Daddy looking for this engage again as now Hillary Clinton found out in the top lane by a Menbug gank through the lane. Gonna get away from that as Super Kamiguru now and Jabberman Kurtz just getting bullied by this Orin from Juice Me Daddy.
Yeah, and I mean, Juicy Daddy knows because there's no sums up, and he's got Ignite available still, so if he can get enough damage onto Super Kami, that Ignite will take him down, and there'll be no stopping it.
Super Kami Guru now's Ignite coming back up shortly, though, for a counterfight. As the Blade Caller are going to get activated, so, I mean, now would be the time to engage, honestly.
Yeah, because you could take out Juice Me Daddy pretty easily if you get a nice knock-up. But other than that, pretty standard lanes. Actually, in the top lane, StarCraft has about a 21 CS lead right now over Hillary Clinton on this Vladimir. I don't think that. I mean, yes, I think Cho'Gath does have pressure, but Vlad should be able to heal up just as easily. And
I mean, most of that comes from that early fighting in the jungle. The wave set for StarCraft well, so it crashed into tower for Hillary Clinton, and he lost a lot of that farm to the turret. So hopefully he can keep that lead, or keep that lead manageable by StarCraft, because the kill is keeping him in this game right now, still even in gold between Hillary Clinton and StarCraft. So as long as he plays it right and keeps the farm lead from snowballing out of control, not out of this yet. Although StarCraft does now have that Spectre's Cowl. So gonna have some good resistances and may be able to get in there and bowl Hillary.
yeah, and Trundle's actually growing a little bit of a farm lead there. Farming just a little bit better than this Vi.
Just Daddy trading a little bit of damage on the Super Kami Guru now. Not sure where Jabberman Kurtz was, but now he rejoins to push us into the tower. As Vi is now here, but Trundle's around the corner. Juicy Daddy gonna engage on the Super Kami Guru now, who is gonna get level 4. Watamanas flashes in. Not gonna ultimate. He is level 6. Electing to back out of there. Menbung is in this bush. And they'll just all walk away.
Yeah, also the early flash from Super Kami as well to avoid getting hit with that Vault Breaker, so well played there from... Ooh, Juicy Mommy might be caught right now.
And Juicy Mommy gonna pop the ultimate, will get pulled back in, and does go down. The Black Shield not gonna save him as the Command Dissonance gonna do enough damage to pop through that, and the Command Shockwave pulling him back in. Menbung getting himself his second kill of the game.
Ooh.
Hillary Clinton just gonna pull away from StarCraft. It looked like
here.
he was gonna get aggressive. Super Kami Guru now looking forward with his ultimate prepared, looking for an engage. A little bit low on mana from the bot lane at PPO. As now Family Man is also level 6. Blade Caller is now down. Let's see if they get engaged. Up here comes the ultimate from Family Man towards that dragon. They thought Menbung was on it, and now Hillary Clinton actually finally teleported into a fight early. And they are going to look for this Cloud Drake here from the side of Send Nudes. Here comes by, and she get over the wall in time. Menbung looking for it. He's going to go for it. Smites early, and Oboro Watamanas picks it up, and Menbug does go down. Now they are ready to chase down Zawardo. Juice Me Daddy flashes forward, but Zawardo flashes out in response. No mana for the Call of the Forge God.
Yeah, lots of flashes burned there. Menbun going on a solo mission into the Dragon Pit, but just smited way too early, and Vi is able to actually pick up the Dragon there to get them that ever so necessary Cloud Drake. The best Drake in the game, right?
Obviously, it is 100% the most important Drake to have. Sennude smartly holding that dragon at about 1100 health for Oboro Watamanas to get there, to have the smite available. And Menbung just doesn't see that they're holding it, tries to flash in and pick it up. But it's way too high of health, and they just shred down Menbung before he can get that Drake. He smites early out of a sheer attempt to survive and pick it up. Oboro Watamanas having his smite then ready. Grabs it out. Oboro Watamanas here in the top lane. Gonna go in on the StarCraft. Good damage traded back. Will he ult? The Assault and Battery is prepared, but he doesn't go for it.
Alright, the ult coming in from Juice Mean Mommy. Menbun gonna walk away, not get hit with that root there. But you know what the key to that fight earlier was? Hillary Clinton teleported in before the fight was over.
Menbun found out with a good binding here. The Command Shockwave gonna stall a little bit of time for Watamanas getting low. StarCraft gonna flash the wall. maybe not necessary because his Void Spike, Vorpal Spikes, whatever the hell, the Eruption, yeah, Rupture, that one. Gonna pick up the kill before he while he flashed over, so. But, kill going over, trading 1-for-1 on the junglers there.
Yeah, it would, and I think overall, Zawaruta was gonna pick up that kill, but hey, whatever. If you want to get in there and get that kill, or try and get that kill, go for it.
Looking for the feast stack more so than anything, but the Rupture getting the kill before he could get in there with the feast. Now, Juice Me Daddy getting aggressive, taking a little bit of damage here from Jeremiah Kurtz. Jeremiah Kurtz does have the BF Sword. Juice Me Daddy gonna get a 2-man knockup, and here comes Super Kami Guru now with the Grand Entrance. Gonna miss on both targets as now the damage turning back. Juice Me Daddy looking for this engage. Here comes the ultimate here from Family Man. Here comes the ultimate from Juice Me Daddy. Called Forge got gonna knock up Super Kami Guru and take him down. Juice Me Daddy gonna trade his life in return as Menbung is there to hold it off. So Family Man forced out of the fight.
Yeah, it was an awkward engage from both parties there. Both of the supports jumping in a little bit too deep there at multiple points, but if the Ornald could have came in a little bit sooner, it might have actually been able to. They might have actually been able to get out. Juice Me Daddy could have maybe survived and escaped there with his life, but either way, for now it's just a 1v1. The supports trade their lives over.
Yeah, Juicy Daddy a little bit busy, charmed up by the quickness from Super Kami Guru now, popping that plenty early into that fight. Jabberman Curse trading good damage back onto Juicy Daddy with that going. But really the kicker was Menbung showing up. If Menbung doesn't show up, Family Man can help get aggressive on Jabberman Kurtz and potentially pick up that second kill, but Menbung forcing Family Man back. Just gonna get the 1-for-1 out of it. Here comes Super Kami Guru now. Gonna find Oboro Watavadas, who's going to miss that. Salt Batter comes out. Super Kami Guru now is stuck. He is going to go down. Family handing that kill over to Family Man, getting the Ezreal going.
Yeah, that was really good. Because I mean, Ezreal is going to fleet footwork Ezreal, so doesn't have that extra gold.
What?
Early, yeah, I know.
What? Why?
I don't know.
I think that was a misclick.
But yeah, it doesn't have the Kleptos, so it doesn't have the extra gold income early. So good to get that Ezreal going. Should be able to pick up a Sheen or maybe just finish off the tier build. Nope, just looks to pick up a Sheen and a pickaxe off of that. But I think that's gonna be huge. That's gonna give Ezreal a lot of damage now.
I'm still gonna say the fleet footwork was a mistake in Champ Select. He didn't change his runes. There's no way that's intentional.
Ooh, the damage coming out from Zawaruta.
Man, Shockwave gonna come out. Juice Me Mama getting low, forced the flash over the wall.
Yeah, and landed the bind too, but just too much damage coming out from this Orianna. Able to just spam the command dissonance.
There are 3 members of PPO just chilling in this bush. Family Man, suspecting something's up, throws a wild mystic shot into that dry bush and catches them. Caught red-handed.
Yeah, there was a ward right there too. Oop.
No, that was a control ward.
No, there was a green ward. I tried pinging on the game, realizing I couldn't do that, but it was in the river. Just over the wall. Ooh!
Super Kami Guru now taking a lot of damage now that Israel has the Sheen going. Boro Watavadas here, spotted out by Menbung on the Rift Herald, gonna be forced out. Juice Me Mommy, the first to roam up here, but StarCraft is beating Hillary Clinton here. Now here comes Zawarudo, and it looks like he'll be dead. Juice Me Mommy gonna sacrifice himself, but doesn't quite save Zawarudo, flashing forward. Gonna pick up a Boro Watavadas. 2 kills for 0 for PPO there.
Yeah, this Trundle's doing a lot of damage right now with the press, the attack, and having both having a Bomby Cinder for the tankiness and a Tiamat for some extra damage. And the 1v1 is doing a lot of damage to Oboro, but Oboro tried to pick off a sneaky play there and got caught out by the Trundle.
Juice Me Daddy here comes the call forward, got down to the ball lane on the Super Kami Guru now, gonna cut him low. Family Man helps chunk him out. Super Kami Guru now forced to jump out, battle dance straight onto Zaya to get out of there. Now sitting at under half health though, sticking around. Not. So Sendu's trying to get the pick, but Rakan has easy escapes as long as Zaya is within like forever away. So
Rakan is a very slippery champion to try and lock down. Ooh, the knockup
gonna
does
land
hit.
on a Jeremiah Curse is gonna take a huge chunk of damage. Super Coming Gear now also taking low.
Oh,
Gonna
Ult
miss the
just
ultimate
hits
from Family
wide.
Man. It's just
but
Super Coming Gear. The Jeremiah Curse is gonna get bound, gonna get killed by the pool. Is now Obor Watamanas is here, Assault Batter and a Super Coming Gear now gonna sacrifice the tower. He's dead anyway. Teleport canceled from StarCraft. No, canceled from Zawarudo actually, who was gonna teleport in behind it. Now cancel it, but he is here in the bot lane to pick up the wave and hold that turret down. Svenbong is roaming down as well.
Yeah, I'm really surprised right now. There has been no towers taken or anything. Just not enough pressure from anybody to actually be able to take a tower at this point. But Hillary Clinton should get some decent damage onto the tower with that push. True.
Hey,
As we
Hillary
see
Clinton
now-
actually used a teleport for once. It's
Yeah,
not
and
PPO gonna try to
they
pick this
won
up.
because of it. So let's see.
Ooh, they're gonna look for the Shogat in the top lane. StarCraft gonna get soul shackled. The stun will come out. It's now just too freaking tanky for AP champions.
Yeah,
And Cloud Drake going over to PPO for free off the end of that.
they gotta have the DPS, and it just Morgana Vlad at this point is not gonna be the ones to do it.
Interesting though, not the Predator Vladimir that we normally see. This is gonna be electric. This is a huge wave in the mid lane. Here comes the Call of the Forge God. Gonna knock up two members, both the bot lane, and
Ooh.
gonna get flash forward with a two-man knockup, and he's going in there, but there is no follow-up damage as Cho'Gath and Menbung just shredding through him.
Yeah, nice collapse there from StarCraft, turning what could have been a bad fight for Popo's pecking order into a good one. They're able to pick off Juice Me Daddy. Does get the devour or get the stack if I'm correct. Let me double check on that.
Yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah, it
And
looks
that
like
was
he did get the champion devour. Has two champions devoured right now.
A good engage from Juice Me Daddy. Unfortunately, Hillary Clinton and Family Man not there to follow up, so it was a little ambitious having only Oboro Watamanas and Juice Me Mommy there for follow-up damage. So a good idea from Juice Me Daddy, poorly executed by the entire team. Senduce now Super Kami Guru now going to go into Family Man, but Family Man is going to simply jump away from that as now Oboro Watamanas is here. There comes the Zaya ultimate as now StarCraft picking up first tower in the top lane for Popo's pecking order.
Yeah, nice pressure there. Seeing that, you know, they were trying to pressure elsewhere on the maps, and so StarCraft able to finally pick up that tower, which was pretty low at the time. So I think the biggest thing right now is if whatever lane that Sendudes wants to try and get pressure in, they have to have the Ezreal there. The Ezreal is the one who is doing really any damage at this point. Just because Morgana is, while has decent lockdown, is not able to pump out the damage. Vlad does not have the damage yet at this point.
I mean, Vladimir and Morgana are doing damage to anyone that isn't named Shogat out on this field. Jeremiah Curse sticking around a little bit long, gonna try to heal to get out of it, just gonna go immediately down. No flash, no feather storm. Taken out by Oboro Watamanas and Family Man. Now Super Kami Guru now and Zawarudo are here to try to protect this turret. Gonna take a little bit of damage and pump it back.
Super Kami has the Aurea ball on him, just waiting for that engage. Cho'Gath is in the bot lane, so I don't think we're gonna see anything crazy happening there from Sendudes. They're just gonna back off. But Hillary Clinton is getting a lot of pressure in the top lane here.
Yeah, all
And
four
in the mid lane too.
Well, Juice Me Mommy is now gonna get collapsed on by StarCraft. He is here. Juice Me Mommy gonna hit the binding as the slows come out. Force the flash away. Not quite gonna hit the rupture. Juice Me Mommy blowing flash, getting out of there. Gonna be trying to do something, but just can't put any damage into these tanks.
Yeah, I don't think they can hold that tower. I think the tower is gone. Juice Me Mommy opting to go for the Archangel's staff there.
Starcraft actually teleporting bot lane to save this tower here from Family Man, who would have been able to take it with that wave. Gonna stall out a little bit more gold generation.
Yeah, both the top and the bot towers are both at the same. They're both really low health.
So is mid lane tower. All 3 towers are really, really low.
So it's just something they just need to get a decent rotation off. Ooh, Oboro might be caught out here. Starcraft's roaming up right now. Oboro's caught in the wrong side of the jungle.
Yeah, he ran up instead of into Dragon Pit. Interesting. Command Shockwave gonna pull him in, gonna get knocked up by the Grand Entrance, but gets the blast gun, flashes out.
Get out.
He's gonna get out. Here comes Starcraft and Zawardo. The command attack not quite gonna make it. The ball was too far. Here it comes, the redemption of Legends. Oh,
it was so close.
Oh, Zawardo flashed
Zarudo.
forward aggressively, but Hillary Clinton is now on top of him. Hillary Clinton actually gonna flash out there too. All 5 members collapsing as Juice Me Mommy gonna Soul Shackles Medbug. Who will kill him before it? Oh, Super Kami Guru now goes deep and picks it up with the Grand Entrance plus Ignite. And now there's nothing to stop this channel. And now PPO just gonna run it down mid as Super Kami Guru now flashing forward. But the Charm gonna counterbalance the Rupture. And Hillary Clinton's just gonna get out of there. Anti-synergy at its finest.
Yeah, really insane escape from Oboro. Got basically all the way out of there, and then the dive under the tower by Super Kami Guru was able to pick up the kill, used the Ignite, I believe, onto Oboro to pick up the kill. And it was just because they had the Ezreal and the Ornn in the bot lane, so with the 5-man stack, they just pushed down mid.
Now PPO looking for this Baron, but it's gonna pump a lot of damage into Medmung and Super Kami Guru now. Juice Me Daddy gonna open up with the Call of Forge God. Zawardo is way out of position now. Will they be able to get him? Here comes by with the damage. Bam! There goes Zawardo. Salt Battery straight on the Medmung. They're gonna pick him up as well, I'd imagine. Yes, there it goes. Not having his ultimate available for the huge life back. And PPO overstaying a little bit for this Baron. Sennu's immediately answering back and picking up 2 for free.
Yeah, they should be able to roam to get this mid tower and then maybe head down for the Infernal Drake. Infernal Drake is something that they're going to need really badly if they're wanting to try and do any damage through this beefy comp with the Trundle and the Cho'Gath. I think that is got to be their priority, so they're on it right now. And Popo's pecking order can't do anything to try and stop that at this point. Nice counter engage there.
Tower is freestanding gold that they can come back and pick up at any time, but the dragon can disappear. And then we have our 3rd winning Drake coming up here after this next. A Cloud Drake ×3.
Best ever.
This is like my favorite.
That would be great for Send Nudes because, as we've seen, Popo's pecking order has the rotations. They are on the rotation, so if they can pick up that Cloud Drake to try and even the score essentially, and be able to keep up with those rotations, that would be great for them.
Or as the crowd likes to call it, Popo's throwing order. Gonna lose out there.
Oh! Wow. Oh, perpetual tilt, that was nice.
Oh, Juice Me Daddy found out here, just gonna get bursted down. There comes the command Shockwave, gonna keep him locked in. A little bit aggressive into the jungle without vision and picked off from the Fnatic Death Brush.
Yeah, lots of pink wards coming out here from the side of Popo's pecking order. They've got 2 sort of deep wards into Send Nude's jungle, and there's 2 more in the inventories, so now they have a banner minion. They're gonna take this bot tower. Meanwhile, we've got Oboro mid lane and Hillary Clinton top lane. They're gonna pick up both of those towers in response, but I don't know if they can defend this bot lane.
They do have some good wave clear from the Morgana Dark Pool. Plus they will have the, there it is, the Ezreal True Shot Barrage coming through to clear out the wave. So Opus Pecking Order are gonna
they're
have to
pushing
back
for
off.
2. Yeah, Super Kamiguru and Zawarudo are a little bit low right now. Teleport it.
Here
Oh.
Teleport from Zawarudo, actually. If Oboro Watabara stayed, he could have killed Zawarudo under that tower. No command. Oh, Command Shockwave is back available, but damage from Vi could have been enough. But they weren't. They were unsure if it was StarCraft or Zawarudo, opting to play safe. And now those tier 2 towers now are looking pretty low on the side of Phobos Pecking Order. There's now more pings around Baron.
Yeah, Sinnudes is only down about 2k gold, so I mean, this game's totally within reach for them. They can do that really well if they get another play and catch Phobos Pecking Order napping like they did at Baron. You get another play like that, and that can swing the game really easily.
Yeah, I mean, if Phobos Pecking Order goes for this Baron and StarCraft isn't the only one taking most of the damage, Sennu's gonna have a heyday with the Vladimir Hemoplague on top of a good Call of the Forge God. So Sennu's has actually really good Baron pressure with their, well, anti-Baron pressure, I should say, with their ultimates.
Fudgy says there's a 50-minute game incoming.
Please no. I wanted to go play like one game with other people.
What is that? What are other games? This is the only game.
Well, it would have been League of Legends, oddly enough.
Oh, really?
Or Heroes of the Storm, 10 times better MOBA.
One thing that I think will come in nicely is the Iceborne Gauntlet from Ezreal. I think if you're able to slow the engage from a Cho'Gath or a Trundle at all, that can play a big factor into it. Because if you just slow them down as they're trying to run at you.
Really, he just needs this Blade of the Ruined King completed, which he's working on right now. Next item coming. Phobos Pecking Order gonna start this Baron. Sennudes has an idea this is happening, and there it is. True Shot Barrage checks it, so they know. 100% Call of Forge God coming out. Gonna knock them all up. 3 members knocked up on this Baron as they engage straight on StarCraft. Hemoplague catches 4 members as Zawarudo is getting a little bit low. Juicy Daddy gonna force out as Super Kamiguru now also goes down. Support traded for support, but now the rest are falling. Mommy goes down. Here comes a huge Feather Storm to get out of that. Hillary Clinton on the run, gonna have grievous wounds on him. Just too tanky from this Cho'Gath, able to properly stay in front.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a huge fight for Sennudes, and it looked like they were gonna be able to win that, but
Order back on this Baron now. Does Oboro Watabaras know this is happening? Does he have a word to check it? I think he knows this is happening, but he has no way to check. He's probably gonna go in way too early.
Yep, there it is. Oh, the dash was interrupted.
Goodbye. Oh. Ooh, Jabberman Curse taking a little bit low. Zawarudo also low. Phobos Pecking Order looking a little bit low. Can Family Man pick anything up? Here comes a teleport from Juice Me Mommy coming in. 1.4k Family Man picks up the 1 kill. 1k, 800 kill. Secured by Medbug at 9 health with an auto attack from the early smite. As now Family Man gonna go into Command Shockwave coming out. True Shot Barrage not gonna connect. Though. Oh, here comes all the Forge got flashed away from, but still hit. Zawarudo goes down to Juice Me Mommy. How long do you have to be standing there though if you get Brittle plus Morgana Dark Binding?
Yeah. So lots of damage coming out. Morgana Q though. Whew, it's starting to hurt. Does have the Haunting Guys and a Blasting Wand right now, so gonna be picking up more damage here. Hopefully can try and start, maybe burning through StarCraft and Menbung a little bit as well in these fights, because you land a binding onto either Jabberman, Zawarudo, or even Super Kami, and they're gonna take a lot of damage.
I think it's gotta be Zawarudo. You have to go for him. The Orianna ultimate just came up huge in that fight around Baron earlier. So Orianna just a massive presence with the shield for carries and the shockwave.
Actually, the Ori ult only hit 1 in that fight earlier. I think the
I
biggest
thought you said
problem.
4-man shockwave. You lied to me.
I never said 4-man Shockwave. Only hit
Alright.
one. But it was the 4-man Hemoplague, but there was no follow-up damage.
Looking to go hard. Here comes the chase down. Juice Me Daddy gonna get knocked up, gonna get silenced. He may go down, getting low. He does go down. 4-man Hemoplague coming out, but will it get followed up? Hillary Clinton taking low. Super Kami Guru now. Assault Battery straight into the quickness, but the answer with the single-man Shockwave gonna pull Obora Watavanost in. That was an interesting interaction of Assault battering the quickness there by Obora Watavanost onto Super Kami Guru.
Yeah, once again, they're just Hillary Clinton's hitting, you know, a 3- and 4-man ults, but is just not able to get any sort of follow-up damage onto it. And now with these Baron minions, and
they might just need to give this tower an inhibitor up. Jammermaker is actually taking really low from the Juice Me. Juice Me Soul Shackles coming on him out. Menma taking really low. Menma gonna sacrifice himself for the tower.
Rampage.
Now the rest of PPO is actually running away as the respawns from Set News coming up. Here comes Call of the Forge God, gonna hit, but Featherstorm out. So only one proc hit. There's the Rupture, but it was missed as Family Man dodged out on it. Salvardo, dodging out on the Dark Binding. Gonna be able to get out of there. So I'm still waiting for Ezreal to complete this Blade of the Ruined King and his Last Whisper and just start pumping out damage into these tanks. Yes, he does have the money, but it may be for not with the armor coming out. I'm really looking forward to the Last Whisper spike with that. Just hopefully he can shred the tanks for then. We do see a Leandry's Torment here for Morgana, so Dark Pool gonna also pump through tanks a little bit. Not quite at the Void Staff yet. So Sendu's lacking right now in the penetration as the tanks are getting humongous. StarCraft sitting on 3.5 items with a Bramble Vest as his half item, so tons and tons of resistances. 4.6 thousand health. What do we have? 218 armor, 162 magic resist, so just a huge presence at the front of that fight. Even Menbung here, 3,000 health, sitting at 129 MR, 153 armor. Gonna need some armor and magic pen here out of Sen Nudes if they hope to get through this tank line, whereas Popo's pecking order, they're pretty set right now. No one's massively tanky, no one has huge armor and MR stats. So the armor pen item's not necessarily required, as now StarCraft popping the Righteous Glory, gonna try to go in, missing the Rupture, gets bound up. Sits in the back, Super Kami Guru dashing around in circles. Somebody flashed. Obora Watavanost flashed out.
yeah, there's not a whole lot that Sen Nudes can do in response to that. I think the biggest thing is when Shogat's off on this in a side lane, you've got to find some sort of engage onto the rest of Popo's pecking order. If there's not a Cho'Gath there, that is your time to fight. Because yes, there's a lot of damage coming out from Zarurudo, but that's about it. Jabberman can do damage in fights, but is not a real threat at this point. So you just need to try and engage with your team whenever there's not a Cho'Gath. Double TP in here to the mid lane from both StarCraft and Zarurudo to try and save the tower.
Interesting. Looks like they're gonna just 5-man shove this, run it down mid with this super minion, maybe. Nope, there's the rotation top. So Sendu's not in a position to answer this. 2 members recalling from the bottom side jungle. But Hillary Clinton able to push out most of the wave. And there they show Popo's pecking order set up on this top side. Sendu's rushing to go answer this. Or well, I guess they're not really rushing that hard. They're gonna lose this tower.
Jabberman Kurtz in the backline, getting hit with a binding and a pool.
Yeah, that hurts.
2/3 of his health gone just from that.
Well, 1/3 healed back up by a redemption there from Super Kami Guru now.
Looks like they're trying to set up the Death Brush again. Classic Menbud move, but not this time. Oh!
Ooh, just
I don't know if that's what you wanted to do.
Taking his flash out just to BM StarCraft with the recall cancel there. And interesting move by Juicy Daddy.
Oh, that was good. I'm so happy about that. Did manage to stop the back, but then realized the error of his ways and was like, nope. In the words of Justin Timberlake, fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, man.
There is a banner command minion here in the bot lane for
Oh, and
Side of
StarCraft
Sydney's
now has
gonna
a
be taken
gargoyle
out.
stone plate. So if he runs into the middle of their team and pops the stone plate, he's gonna have like 9,000 health or some
very fair and balanced
insane-
interaction with his Feast ultimate.
Oh my god.
How it increases his damage
Ooh.
output.
They're setting up a death rush. They don't
Send
know. I
dudes
don't
with
think they
Fnatic.
see it. But they're not going that direction.
No,
so.
just going to Elder Drake. Will this be an Elder for Baron trade?
I don't
Making
know.
order on this Elder Drake. Sendus has no idea, so they're just gonna go start the Baron. So yeah, possibly a trade here.
Which,
Popo's Pecking Order knows this is happening though. Can they shred it before Popo's Pecking Order gets there? The Baron gonna be.
the Ezreal ult coming in.
Oh, will it get it? Will it get it?
Ooh.
Oh, not quite. Smite held by Medbug. He will secure that Elder Drake.
They're taking
But-
this Baron slowly though. Now they got it back. To try and hold
They
their
got
base.
it. I mean, they would have lost that turret anyway. It's the next turret that's important.
Yeah, there's a huge wave with a banner minion there though. Not to mention they've got an Elder Drake now, so fighting them is going to be even harder.
It's not the second Elder Drake, so it's no big deal. They're just gonna clear that wave out. The Baron buff better for wave management, Elder Drake better for fighting, so I think Sendu just got that. Sendu actually wins out on this because of that. Second Baron's a little bit more powerful than first Elder, but if we get to that second Elder Drake, be wary of that trade again.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Can we? Oh, Juicy Daddy's
Dead.
got caught,
I don't need to
and
cast
now
that. He's
doesn't
dead.
have a flash.
I don't
Yeah.
need to play-by-play that one. He's dead.
Yeah, so now you don't have that like all-important Ornn ult in that fight. Not up for another 35 seconds.
But they should just be able to clear the waves and force Popo's Pecking Order if they want this tower to have to go face tank it. Yeah, the binding gonna hit on the Menbunk. Here comes the pull. The pull actually not centered on the minions. This is good for Popo's Pecking Order. They should be able to get in here. Menbunk though getting chunked to half health. And yeah, no, those Baron minions are doing a lot of work to keep the enemy minions off of these towers.
All right.
Oh, Zawardo hit by the binding. Oh,
Forced
a little
to
bit late on
Zhonya's
the
there.
Zhonya's, but not going to take enough damage. Forced to flash out. Zhonya's stopped himself from getting the redemption. Didn't dodge out quite on the True Shot Barrage damage, but it wasn't quite enough.
Wow, what a hold there from said Nudes. That was a great hold. They were able to hold off everything. Now their mid-inhib is back up, taking a lot of pressure off as well.
Yeah,
And
and
with the amount of
surprisingly,
top lane, that's
Popo's
pressure.
Pecking Order not just choosing to go for the dive 5v4 with that incredibly tanky StarCraft. Menbunk took way too much poke, initially taking some tower damage along with the poke from Morgana, but just not pulling the trigger from Popo's Pecking Order, a little hesitant, not sure of their strength right now with that Elder Drake. Probably gonna run that Elder Drake out. Yeah, it's done in like 10 seconds, if that. So, good repel here from Popo's Pecking Order. But he doesn't have an Infinity
Yeah.
Edge. Why would he go for double seal items? I keep forgetting people can't hear you.
Yeah, Jabberman Kurtz did end up going the. So went Essence Reaver into both Rapid Fire Cannon and Runans, and is at the moment not looking to go into an Infinity Edge, which if he has those double zeal items and an Infinity Edge, that puts your crit chance at 100%.
Well, I mean, even just the Rapid Fire Cannon and the Infinity Edge setting you at 60% critical
Yeah.
strike. A little bit more important than having the Rapid Fire. He's close range champions having the Runan's Hurricane, not necessarily as helpful as a longer ranged AD carry, it not getting quite the effectiveness, especially with how Jabberman Kurtz has been getting essentially forced out of these fights. StarCraft's actually trying to make an engage with the Righteous Glory onto Hillary Clinton. Not going to land the
Or
Rupture
from the
or the
flash
slow.
out,
Hillary
though.
Clinton safely flashing away. Just being safe.
Oh, juice me mommy.
Juicy Mommy getting a little close, but yeah, Black Shield, he can just keep walking. And I like how it's easier to see where banner command minions are just looking at your map. So,
Yeah,
Sendu's having
they've
that
got
pushing
a
out.
lot of bot pressure. Sendu does.
Menbug, oh, gonna get hit the knockup onto Killer Clint here.
Oh.
Menbug actually getting it. Guardian Angel now. Super Kami Guru going in. The Command Shockwave gonna hit one. Super Kami Guru now chasing down Juicy Mommy, but here comes the call to fortune. Gonna hit all 4 members, knocked them, and Super Kami Guru now goes down to the back line. And Menbug is now not just gonna get annihilated out of the Guardian Angel. A 2 for 0 for Send News, and a great fight. A little bit overambitious by Super Kami Guru now, using the quickness to only try to chase down Juice Me Mommy as the rest of it, as he dies and Menbug dies behind him.
Yeah, and the bot wave got a tower too, and is still pushing, so they just need to keep running down this mid lane. It's a 3v5, and they've got the advantage, the complete advantage here.
Run it down mid.
They can totally get this inhib tower and a turret off of this as well.
Somebody's got a tank for that minion. Nope, never mind, they don't care.
Doesn't matter. They do enough damage at this point. So
Backdoor
there's a
resistance
trade, and
is not
they can turn top lane. Yeah, they're
Bot
gonna
lane.
do so. Yeah, bot lane. That one.
Yeah,
But there is a
huge.
super tanky StarCraft still here.
13 seconds still on Menbung. Will Send News stay for this inhib? No, they're just gonna wisely back out now. Take that. Take what they can get. A huge misstep from Popo's Pecking Order. Well played by Send News with a 4-man Call the Forge God knockup. Gonna turn the entire fight around.
Yeah, there was just a lot of misengages there, and with Super Kamiguru going in so hard and the shockwave only hitting one, not even doing that much damage at that point. Super Kamiguru gets taken down, and then Mengbun gets caught by himself in there. Yeah, not a good time being had there.
And Jusumami finally though, with that Void Staff completed, he's gonna put out some good percent health damage through on Starcrafted Menbung off this poking. No such penetration item from Vladimir. Don't necessarily expect that. Probably more tanky items than just flat pen. He does have the Morellonomicon there. But last boosts were now finally completed for Ezreal, so we will see Ezreal pumping damage into these tanks. So Send News looking to be in a great position here. 80 carry, well, at least like good amount of. Yep, 1k gold ahead of the enemy 80 carry. So Family Man in a good position. Playing plenty safe. 6-0-8 actually, a great performance on the
Yeah.
Ezreal right now.
He has not had any pressure on him by Popo's Pecking Order. And I think that's kind of a misstep. And yes, Ezreal is slippery, especially when you have a Morgana Black Shield as well, and a tanky, semi-tanky Orin standing in front of you. But yeah, there's just been no pressure on him, so he's just been able to sit there in the backline and pump out tons of damage. And so now we see that there's a banner minion for Send Nudes in the bot lane,
Again.
open inhib. So they're looking to get that pressure there, hopefully get some sort of pressure elsewhere on the map, so that way that banner minion can push in.
We're looking to Fnatic this Baron right now.
The
Sitting in that
Scuttlecraft
pixel.
has been taken, but yeah. Oh, there's the ward to spot them out.
Pillar
yeah.
coming out into the pixel bush. Pushing back the Scuttlecrab now is gone, so the vision is down there from Popo's Pecking Order. And the outside of the Baron.
Yeah, so now what Send Nudes needs to do is just chill out, let the bot wave push in, because it's doing so now with this banner minion. All the banner minions almost dead. It's pushing in.
Strange
And-
choice of banner minion from Popo's Pecking Order in the mid lane.
They need to go on this Baron right now. I think they can burn it down real quick. And knowing that Cho'Gath was in the bot lane, the banner placed by StarCraft just gets taken out instantly because he wasn't able to clear the wave. So still a banner pushing for Send Nudes in the bot lane. That's going to be pressure.
But now it is second Elder Drake versus third Baron, and I think the second Elder Drake here has to take priority for Send Nudes, but actually going for this Baron, interestingly, they're going to trade again. I don't know that second Elder giving that up is worth it, especially when you are the team with the Infernal Drake on your side.
Yeah, so
Gonna
both
spot
teams
that out.
knowing that they're doing it. I almost think Send Nudes should just go top lane at this point. Yep, that's what they're doing. They're going top lane. They've got the pressure.
And a nice sizable wave, 3 cannon minions. This is going to be huge on tower sieging, especially if they can get a banner onto one of those, and they do have the banner available. So this is going to be big. Actually, Juicy Daddy backed. He recalled. So he's not there to apply the banner pressure with this triple cannon minion.
Yeah, I think they're looking for picks here.
What the Hillary Clinton flash and a half.
Yeah. No reason to step forward there. Awkward.
Alright then. I want to watch that on stream.
Oh, Warren almost getting caught out there.
Forced to flash away. Luckily it wasn't Hillary Clinton pillared off.
Oh, Menbug's
caught out now by Oboro Watamanas, and the knockup forced to flash away from the knockup by Juicy Daddy. Rupture gonna come out just to zone. Yeah, Menbug's getting shredded down now. Sennews has the damage. They have that late game scaling going.
Yeah, Vi has gotten actually really tanky here. Does have damage, but has the tank stats as well, so...
City and Cleaver gives a lot of health, holy shit.
Ooh, it's gonna be close. I think the bot wave is still pushing in for Sennews as well, so there might be some pressure. But they do have the Baron minions. Ooh.
Juicy Daddy. StarCraft trying to get onto it with the Righteous Glory onto Juicy Daddy, but just gonna get out of there with the dash away. Orin is slippery for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of a stalemate unless either team can kind of catch somebody out.
Well, Sennews just needs to stall out until that Elder Drake buff is gone. The second Elder is a huge buff for a team, even though they don't quite have any Infernal Drakes, but just a little bit of damage coming out of StarCraft. Here comes the engage. Yes, Super Kami Guru now going into the back line with the Assault Battery. The ultimate from Salmar not going to hit anybody. Here comes a 3-man ultimate. Oboro Watamanas going down in the end. Ooh, Super Kami Guru now does go down off the backside. Juicy Daddy trying to get on the run. Has the Black Shield going. Family Man getting out of there. As Menbug is still on the chase. Going to take a lot of damage here. As now Jeremy Kurtz is frontline and could be turned back upon, but no, Family Man and Hillary Clinton just going to keep walking away. StarCraft now teleporting into the mid lane. They do have the banner there, as all of Sennews is recalling, so they're going to be able to catch this wave.
That's interesting. That was an interesting teleport there. Because I don't think they're going to be able to do any. They're not going to be able to get anything off of it. They're still. Sawarudo and Menbug are still really low. StarCraft is still at half health. And now all of Sennews is back at full health.
Yeah, an interesting fight there. I think the Command Shockwave hit one person, but they had the Black Shield on them, so it didn't even matter.
I don't even think the Command Shockwave hit anybody. I think it missed because...
I'm pretty sure it hit Oboro Watamanas, who had a Black Shield on it.
There you go.
So, ineffective Shockwave, and yet still they got the advantage of 2 kills for 1 because of that Elder Drake bonus. And Super Kami Guru now going down in the end to some burn damage from a Leandry's Torment, I would assume. One of the two. Pick whoever's Leandry's you want.
Yeah, it's coming to the point where if Juice Me Mommy lands a bind and a pool on somebody, if they get any other damage, that person dies.
Well, what they need is Juicy Mommy to have had a Zhonya's 3 items ago, so he gets the Soul Shackles on all 5 members and just mitigates every single bit of damage with the Zhonya's.
This is an interesting bush that they're trying to bait out here because the minions are pushing in mid for them, or against Sennews. So
now they'll show.
Because this is like the time when Cho'Gath could have teleported to the mid lane and got that inhib, but the minions might actually do it for them.
So
StarCraft's backing to come for a fight. Oh, Juice Me Mommy is actually not there right now. Had to go back to clear the minions out.
Yeah, and the Elder Drake still. Holy shit, the Elder Drake buff lasts long. Baron buffed. What the heck is this crap? So Elder Drake buff still another like 20 seconds here on Popo's pecking order. So Sennews just gonna wait that out. Head back, clear up their mid lane, find wave control.
2 banners going in the top wave for side of Popo's pecking order.
Oh my gosh, Banner Command is stupid. So yeah, Morgana, Juice Miwami gonna go up and answer that Banner of Command. The first one, sees the second one coming in, and is like, what the fuck is this shit?
I've never related more to anything you've ever said.
So,
Here comes the...
Opus Figure, here comes the Righteous Glory engage. Is he gonna find anything? Rupture gonna hit, but no one's close enough. Really late. Shield coming out. Oh, never mind, that was Guardian. So Shurza Barrage gonna come across. StarCraft is actually getting locked down under half health. I think he got bound when I wasn't paying attention.
Ooh, yeah.
Not having that, not having a Warmog's armor on StarCraft is actually going to be pretty big right now. Unable to regen up, no Ocean Drakes in sight, so if he loses health, he has to recall.
Who was it that called that this game's going to be a 50-minute game? Because he lied, it's 51 minutes.
When's he just going to sell his Righteous Glory for a Warmog so that he can be a beefy tank and just back off to resustain his health? Who knows? Find out next time on Popo's Pecking Order. Hey Sean, big fan, how could I become a great jungler like you? Well,
the trick
you'll
is
find
you
out
can't.
if he wins.
Alright, so it looks like there's going to be a fight over this Baron this time, because there is not an Elder Drake up to trade for at the moment. Another minute on that Elder. So it looks like we've got a Death Bush kind of lined up. Juice Me Daddy is staying out there kind of as the bait. Does have Flash this time, so... But however, in the bot lane, there's a huge wave coming in for Popo's Pecking Order. Oh, we're gonna get a catch here.
Oh, Juice Me Daddy gonna find the entire team. Ooh, not pulling the trigger. StarCraft wasn't there. And now we're gonna go another 5 more minutes.
Yeah, because there's 2 Banner minions in the top lane, and there's a huge wave in the bot lane. So this is
gonna be the one to answer that. Does have teleport available. Hillary Clinton should be the second to answer that. They're actually starting Baron now. Screw that. Minion waves be damned. We're gonna do the Baron. They're shredding it down. It is now at half health now. As here comes Menbug and StarCraft. StarCraft gonna come in, gonna land the Rupture. Here comes the Call of Forge God. Gonna hit 2 members, but it's 2 tanky members. It's
a nice engage.
Kamiguru now goes in with the Grand Entrance and the quickness. A 4-man knockup here from Juicy Daddy, but he's gonna go down as the counter engage from PPO comes out. It's now 2 members are down. Obor Watana's low. Juicy Miwami does go down too, and Super Kamiguru now did go down off the backside, but they're gonna be looking for inhibs. Orianna,
the teleport coming in.
Teleporting into the mid lane. Huge wave top lane. Top lane tower is gonna go down.
That's gonna be the game.
That
right
was
there.
interesting. Yep. StarCraft chasing down Family Man. Gonna get huge slow and stupid damage for a fucking tank. This is ridiculous. And Popo's throwing order maybe have managed to pull this one out in the end.
Yeah, they lost the Call of the Forge Gods before the fight actually happened, so didn't have that extra CC, and
that's
insane engage there by Super Kamiguru to basically land an ult on their whole team. What a game.
Yeah, an interesting choice though from Super Kamiguru, opting to go Grand Entrance into Quickness instead of the Quickness Grand Entrance combination. So getting a 3-man knockup and then entering the Quickness to get the charms across, rather than opening up with the charm knockup combination. But it's going to work out in the end for them as they do take down Send Nudes for game number 2 here in a 54.5 minute spectacular. This game never should have been that long.
No, it should not. Look at the Ezreal damage. Ezreal Morgana damage. So much. So much damage there. Family Man putting on a really good performance, I will say, at that game. Just staying untouched the whole time. Was able to throw out a ton of damage on that Ezreal, but just the sheer tanks and the amount of team fight wombo combo engage was too much in that last one, as Super Kamiguru was able to get
I
the
mean,
ult off on like 5 members as well.
if Ezreal didn't have that much damage at the end of a 54-minute game, then that's just a bad Ezreal.
I mean, nobody had even close to that kind of damage, so at least somebody was playing right. 6-0-10 actually. Still
Just wanted to say
unkilled.
I'm proud of my team for the work they've done to this point. I think it's the best SN has looked. I would definitely agree. I would totally agree. I think this by far one of the best matches that they've had.
Definitely a winnable
Especially
game
this
from
this
Sydney.
game here, yeah.
Yeah, showing signs of life. Go vote in the MVP poll.
Vote the MVP poll. What are your thoughts here on an MVP, OP, as we quickly wrap this up because it's fucking late?
I'm definitely gonna have to stay StarCraft in this game. Just
Yeah,
becoming
same.
that unkillable tank and was just pumping out stupid amounts of damage as well. And I mean, as you can see, didn't die 10-0-5, but was just a nuisance the whole time, taking up so much damage. That's kind of something I want to look at, is how much damage did he take?
Yeah, I'll agree on StarCraft, mostly because I just didn't see any real standout plays from Popo's pecking order other than Super Kami Guru's engage in the fight. That's really it. And StarCraft's Undying just being a massive and obnoxious tank that just even second place on his team in damage. So just doing a whole heck of a lot for Popo's pecking order, being in the way, tanking up 73,000 damage. Like no one's even close to that. Even though it was mostly Ezreal, Play the Rune King pokes. But what can you do? He did his job.
Yeah, it was definitely a well played game. I mean, there was throws on both sides, but yeah, StarCraft doing what he's done best and be that tank, be that nasty front line that they needed.
Yeah, and according to the chat, never fear, guys. Popo's pecking order can still throw this game, so Said News will have a chance here shortly. I mean, it's looking like StarCraft is going to be our Game 2 MVP.
Yeah, it would appear so.
We'll give you guys a minute as I continue to just pretend I'm awake right now.
Literally.
So, good signs, good things here coming from this game. A lot of signs of life from Zen Nudes after their horrendous start to the season. Not looking like they knew what they were doing. Changing up their roles midway through, having a slightly weak week. That's a really weird thing to say. A slightly poor week last week from their new roles. Coming out here with fire in their gameplay, showing up game 2, and putting on a 54.5-minute spectacular against Popo's pecking order.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just consider from game 1 to game 2, there was an insane amount of improvement. Number 1, for instance, Hillary Clinton teleported at the very start of an engage, I guess you could say, right just before the fight broke out. They won the fight right off the bat because he was there. That's
somebody
all it
clip
took.
that. Hillary
And
Clinton pressed teleport for once in his life.
Before the fight was over. But I mean, yeah, that was quite an improvement just from game 1, like I was saying, because you could see that there was still some issues. But
yeah, I think that teleport actually got him a kill and his team the first Cloud Drake of the game. Most important Drake to have. So it looks like StarCraft is our MVP. We're going to close that voting. So congratulations, Zawarudo, our MVP from Game 1, for the first time in his life, earning an MVP slot. The hidden 5th member of Big Anime Titties. And then our second game MVP, StarCraft in the top lane on that Cho'Gath. So we are going to head up to the player of the game. There's already a fuck ton of people there. I'm scared.
Do you have a pug on your mic?
All right, and then
Oh,
chat,
okay.
if you have any questions for the captain or the MVPs, go ahead and throw that in chat. Let's hear it.
So I'm going to open up a question for Zalwardo. How does it feel to actually be recognized as a member of a team for once?
I mean, I heard that I never pop off, so I just kind of wanted to prove somebody wrong.
Jesus.
And got the pentakill too. How does it feel to add another? What is it? Supposed to be $50
$50.
because two people are donated 25 for that pentakill. How does that feel?
That's pretty awesome. Really, this, as far as Pinnacles go, this has been a great season for fundraising.
Yeah, it's only halfway through the season right now, and there's already been 3, so that's $150. That's great. But yeah, very nice game there. What was it, like 15-2 and
7.
whatever? Whew. That was quite the game.
Crazy.
Lots of damage coming out of there. Yeah.
So
All right,
question from the chat. Menbung, big fan. How do I become a great jungler like you?
You end games before 35 minutes. That's how. So I'm still learning that as well. Like, real quick, I have a question. Who came up with the Popos can still throw thing? Like,
I think it was C-Van.
that's pretty good. I mean, it's true because like, yeah. But this is our. I'm gonna stop talking. I'll just wait for questions. Yeah.
All right, StarCraft. How does it feel to be the unkillable demon in the top lane that just doesn't die?
That champion sucks, so I don't know. That's real hurt.
Yeah, Zero pumped out the most damage by a lot, but it didn't even matter.
Still got
know.
a perfect win rate on Cho'Gath though.
Yeah, and the whole split. Good job, everybody.
It's only you. Okay.
All right, and then I mean, this will just be a question for your whole team. In that second game, what were the comms like in the just because over that whole end game sequence where it was just banner minions left and right trading Elder for Barons. What was the calls like? What were what was going on in the?
You want
the
to take
comms?
this first, Caleb? Caleb, you want to take it first?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, we were pretty chill. We were actually, I think we might have gotten a little too excited at the end when things started working and we had it lost before 30 minutes. So I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even sure who called that last Baron, but we all just sort of did it. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I mean, comms were pretty chill, as far as I can remember.
Well, that's
Might have
really
been
nice.
tuning stuff out, but
Because our comms were not like that. At one point, I kind of got a little bit loud, and I told myself to calm down, verbally out, so that everyone knew. Told them that we won team fight now, loses us the game. Probably shouldn't have prioritized Elder as much as we did, because then we couldn't even siege into them, and we needed that. I just felt like if we ever got to engage off, which we never could because of Under Tower and stuff, but our comms were okay. Not necessarily the best throughout the entire series. First game back with our original ADC, which is really nice to have Javerman back from London. But our comms were a little bit hectic, and once we killed 3/5 of their team, we were like, fucking in the game, and then that was it.
Yeah, I'm actually curious between both captains about this call, because the first Baron for Elder trade obviously favors the Baron for second Baron versus first Elder, but the second Elder Drake trade for third Baron is going to favor the Elder Drake. So what was your guys' thought process in just trading those objectives across? So what you can start, I don't care who.
Well, second Elder for us is way more important. So that was our priority. I think that's just an easier call when you've got the first Elder. 2, I'll admit that I did not want to face check into a Morgana and stuff like that because there had been previous games where we've just been face tanking into a team that has pick and wins that way. And when we don't have adequate vision around that area, I don't even want to like show on that side of the map. So taking that over second Baron and then being like, if we do find a way to fight, then we can win because we have this buff now. And then obviously fourth Baron was easy because there was no other objective.
Yeah, we were focusing Baron pretty hard, and it was basically as we had like already like 45 minutes of stalling this game out. We figured that that continuing the stall would have been better than trying to go for the buff that helps fighting. We just like keep them off our towers, keep them away from the end of the game. And the very first Baron Elder trade, I was like, holy shit, we get a cookie. I don't know why they gave us that, but I think that was the start of us coming back like hard.
I'll say I think the was our first Baron call. That's when y'all started coming back.
Yeah.
Our first Baron call where y'all caught us out. It was not a good Baron.
Yeah, that was that where we? I honestly don't remember. I
You got
think
a 2 for 0 on that while they were running away from Baron.
Yeah, very very scary moment.
Yeah, and I honestly think this might be a little off topic, but I just want to call out Joseph right now because he played his fucking mind off, even with
Obora?
the wrong fucking runes.
Oh no!
But
Oh yeah, you mean
Family
yeah.
Man.
the Family Man played his
I
fucking
wanna-
brains out.
I want to just say that one, your draft game 2 was really really good, and the switching. And I think someone called it in chat saying that the Ornn was going to go support and where they all went because I scrolled through and everything, and I was just like, oh wow, what the hell? Someone called this?
Yeah, I was getting really excited for Orange Cho'Gath top.
We were talking about it because Ornn is not a Hillary Clinton champion. That is a
Nope.
Juice Me Daddy or Juice Me
Yep.
Mommy champion. So we wanted to see him win.
I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't until Joseph said in Champion Select, hey, why doesn't Caleb just play Ornn, Vladimir go top, and Sean play Morgana? Because what we ended up doing was in no way what we originally planned. I was gonna play Morgana. We were putting Ornn top for Austin the first round for the first time that he's like ever played it basically.
Yeah.
And then Sean was getting Vlad, and I was like, look, thank God for Joseph. Cause
Yeah, it made Nolan really mad because he's like, frick, we could have picked Zed. Because once we found out Morgana went mid, we were just like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for us to plan for you guys when you guys don't even know what you're going to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, this was a really hard week to prioritize because it's like, what do they even play in these roles? You know, do they play their comforts from the other roles? It was really, really hard.
And I kept OP.GGing the wrong Hillary Clinton, so I was like,
Oh, yeah,
he played the ERM 7 days ago. He hasn't ever played.
Trust me, it's been equally as hard for
H-I-I-L-A-R-Y.
us.
Yeah,
Been equally as
what
hard.
the fuck is going on here?
Any questions from chat?
Yeah, Menmung, how can I become a great jungler like you?
Any real fucking questions?
Sean, why was it so hard for your team to play to your win conditions in game 2?
The Baron throw did not help, and then also our
They're scaling
team-
champions.
Yeah, our team, as of right now, we're kind of like any late game AD carry. We're really well. Fuck, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. We're really good in the early game. We suck in the mid game, and if we get to lane, we're like, oh god. So that was why it was really tough. Also, our comms were not as clean as we've had them before. Why didn't you push through the inhib when you had the rift going? Because a lot of people were backing.
Honestly, we were surprised with the Baron for the first Elder trade, and you guys were bot lane trying to push that tower in. We were honestly surprised that you didn't just try and dive the tower, 'Cause if
Well,
you
we were
could've died-
going to, but we felt like
We didn't have Oriole there.
we didn't have Ori ult, and then also Ori got chunked on that. I think that was the exact same one, wasn't it?
Well,
Or
to
no?
the end of it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
it
did
was
that
way
one.
after you guys just decided to already back out. You were already leaving, and Ori got chunked on the way
Yeah,
out.
our comms are a huge reason why we couldn't play to our win conditions, and I'm sure everybody on the team could agree that it was a bunch of like stale air for a long time, to put it that way. But I mean, I think you should give more credit to Sin Nudes and the way that they played and their team comp and drafting a really killing team comp.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah, we did that. They were doing really well, especially that game too.
I think another reason we weren't able to play to our win conditions is that the Ornalt is very good at disengaging a team fight and turning it on us, which is what happened a lot in the early games. So we wanted to make sure we had a pick before we did any sort of team fighting.
Yeah, and then also we were disjointed in team fights to where we would either focus like diving. We couldn't play straight front to back because of the way Obora was playing the Vi, which was good.
All right.
Any-
Are there any
anything
more
else?
questions from chat? Fudgy, I think we kind of went over that. 'Cause that was
Alright.
all-
I answered that one. for
Yeah.
him.
About being a great jungler.
So, final question, Ben Bung, how do you guys plan to close out this game? Because there's still a chance for you to throw game 2.
Well, that's why we brought Caleb in here without the Orn. So we got Jabberman and Pat actually on their Nexus right now. So don't look, please.
Well, there you have it, guys. Congratulations to Popo Specking winning both
There
their
it
games. Game over. All right, the Nexus is down. Popo's pecking order officially beats Sen Nudes for game 2.
72 minutes in.
Salamardo, your MVP for game 1, and StarCraft, your MVP for game 2. Have at you. I think we're gonna close this out because it's late.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
I'm-
an hour drive.
Everybody send me your Dragon Ball Legend.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Legends codes, please.
Same.
That was most of our practice this week.
Yeah, actually,
It was.
yeah, that's very true.
So I've been here, General Dill signing out along with my boy Opie and our friend Rich.
Hi.
Because Rich.
Good
So,
Good night, guys.
so have a good one. Tune in tomorrow nights at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
10:30 p.m. EST. They are here versus Codename Kids Next Door. Match of the week. Let's go.
Oh, yikers.
Ooh, I want to
All right.
cast that.
So
Somebody already is.
We'll figure
see
it
you
out.
later, guys.
Night, guys.